Hello, my lovely anatomists and physiologists. Remember, I said our adaptive immunity can be a little bit of a wild ride, a little bit tough, and I'm trying to help provide some guidelines for you all. So what we're looking at here is what I would consider the pattern to the primary adaptive response. So this is kind of like our guidelines. These are our kind of umbrella sort of understanding of the material. So we will dig deeper as we go through, but this helps us to organize ourselves. So the very first step in our primary adaptive response pattern is something called antigen presentation. So what I'm going to do here in this video is just list out for you our pattern, and then we're going to dig deeper into each one of these. So the very first step to trigger a primary adaptive response is antigen presentation. The next step is for a lymphocyte to recognize and bind. Lymphocyte, remember, can be a T cell or it can be a B cell. If you want to, let's go ahead and add in front of that an inactive. Remember, we said that you had 100 trillion different receptors. So you have like 100 trillion inactive T cells, 100 trillion types of inactive B cells. Essentially, they cannot all be active. They're not active until you're exposed to that particular organism. And it's probably not accurate to say you have 100 trillion of the different types of T cells and B cells, but you have 100 trillion different types of receptors. The third step that we'll see is what is called in some of our materials co-stimulation. This particular step is not actually mentioned in our OpenStax textbook, but it is going to be an important step, and so I do want to add it in to our conversation. Once co-stimulation occurs, we're going to see our lymphocyte activates. And what that's going to mean is cell division and cell differentiation. At the most simplistic understanding, the differentiation is talking about we're going to divide and make different types of cells. And in each case, we're making a cell that's active in this response, and we're making a memory cell. Remember, that's one of the important features that we're getting from our adaptive response is memory to that particular pathogen. Okay, so stay tuned. We're going to start with, of course, our first step, which is antigen presentation. As always, take care of yourselves and each other.